With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First down for Stephon Diggs there. We've really seen him become a true superstar in the last couple of seasons. He's made his first 2 Pro Bowls after 2020, 2021, with a career-high 10 touchdowns to cap off the 2021 season. And only Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams with more catches than him. And 20.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 39. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with Hines. And it's a fumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
You change it. Let's go. Get out. Yeah.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. McKenzie now to return it. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First down, and they're going to throw without it. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the 4th-year running back, this is Devin Singletary. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit. And wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Allen. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
No, we changed it.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, come on.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, report.
Play action. It's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Here's Cook again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Slot man moves right. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. To return is McKenzie. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Allen now on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Beckham will go in motion right. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go play action with Jackson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. Pushes him over. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Another run here with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And room there to work it inside the 25. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Cook. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. And that's what... Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Adafe Owe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. "35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now left side on this swing pass. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today. Yeah,
he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. And this one's incomplete.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Nifty move. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Allen. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dafe Ore able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Give the credit there to Jordan Phillips getting in the backfield for the tackle for loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hines. Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.